word appeared in a prominent position. The text was read aloud, publicly, in my absence, and at the event, it was later reported to me, an audience member raised an objection. You invented words where ordinary words would suffice. What word did I invent? This is my question, which thankfully my reader had thought to ask in my absence. Gratefulness was the answer. Did this audience member suggest an ordinary word in its place? Yes, gratitude. There the matter rested for some time. Today is a holiday in the United States. We call it Thanksgiving. It commemorates a time, or so the story goes, when the early settlers sat down with the indigenous people and ate together. The Pilgrims were grateful for having survived their first year in the New World and for their first harvest. It marks a moment when two different groups of people thought of themselves as friends, had helped one another survive, welcomed one another. The earth brought forth bread to feed them, and the first year's crop was so light that they were forced to cut their bread very thin for a long season. Partly I like the story of this holiday. Partly I like the time when this holiday comes, not a date, but always the fourth Thursday of November. Partly I like this holiday for personal reasons. Mostly I like how the celebrant said, in order to express our gratefulness for this food, we will now eat it. But these two words are very different, and the difference is this. Gratitude is an attitude, that is something that you have. Gratefulness is a condition, a being full of something. To have something, we consider ourselves subjects, and we carry our something around with us. To be full of something, we consider ourselves vessels, and we carry our something around in us. The pitcher cries for water to carry and a person for work that is real. And anyway, I did not invent this word. I can tell you exactly where I found it. The photograph shows a hunter. He wears a hunter's vest and hat, holding in his right hand a shotgun, the barrel on his shoulder, and in his left by their feet, two ring-necked pheasants, their heads dangling. He is half my age, or nearly so. He has just shot the birds in the field behind his house. His wife asked him to pose for the photo. He built the house himself. It is the end of their first year in it. They have two sons now, and I am the second of theirs. It was November then as it is now. Now the house is gone. The field has devoured it. Let me explain. My hometown of Flint, Michigan now suffers from massive unemployment. The population has dropped so drastically that the city, plagued by the problem of abandoned houses, gutted and looted and lying dormant, has proposed a novel solution: demolish whole neighbourhoods and allow nature to reclaim the land. As the city shrinks, I wonder, does the concrete foundation remain below the grasses? Do the pheasants run over the field that once was the house I was born into? The kitchen, the table, the linoleum floor. Ectochrome images prove they existed, and we had a holiday banquet there. Among all nighttime spheres, one reality never presented itself. The earth will reclaim this childhood. From the erasure, the silence, one question will dominate the adult life. Who is speaking these words? These few words, simply stated, landed precisely precisely, with such clarity, they seem to awaken a sensitivity to all words. The Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel wrote them. Who is worthy to be present at the constant unfolding of time, amidst the meditation of mountains, the humility of flowers, wiser than all alphabets? Clouds that die constantly, we are hating, hunting, hurting. Suddenly, we feel ashamed of our clashes and complaints in the face of the tacit glory in nature. It is so embarrassing to live. How strange we are in the world and how presumptuous our doings. Only one response can maintain us. Gratefulness for witnessing the wonder, for the gift of our unearned right to serve, to adore, and to fulfill. It is gratefulness that makes the soul great. Thus, the word made its entrance into my life, by which I mean my vocabulary. I heard a 12-year-old boy on the radio describing his award-winning science project. He had made a series of recordings and with the help of the SETI Institute, beamed them into outer space to alert extraterrestrials to our existence here on Earth. They were recordings he collected in his neighbourhood, each one prefaced by his spoken introduction: the corner drugstore, the video arcade, traffic. He must know it will all be gone someday, sooner than he can imagine, or he would not bother recording it. The Stand By Me introduction, his voice announced, and the piano began to play, and he and his friends began singing along. Stand By Me by Benny King is, I think, one of the two pop songs that approach the power of a song of praise or of gratefulness. It praises the existence of the other person, the not me, who delivers me from myself. It says, thank you, friend, 12-year-old stranger, space alien, for rescuing me from my fears of non-existence. Because of you, I have not disappeared. The other is Days by the Kinks. My friends use the occasion to read a poem from a book that captures their feelings about the year that has passed, or about those things for which they feel grateful. Such articulation to an audience, even one around a table, does the work of acknowledgement. History patterns the brain like Byzantine tiles, while science studies the sky and art looks to the sides. This is all I mean to say, whoever I am, with these 10 sets of 10 lines. Today, I am grateful for the willingness of 3 people. 1, a critic challenged my use of the word gratefulness. Another, a 12-year-old boy, beamed his, that is my, childhood into space. A third reads these words now. I have not met them. Consider this my song of praise. When the night has come and the land is dark, I bless the light that shines on you. When the moon is the only light, I bless the light that lights on you. How strange we are in the world. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, you're with me every single day. If the mountain should crumble to the sea, I won't forget a single day. Only this can maintain us. Gratefulness.